Have you heard of this French cultural tradition? La galette des rois is not only a kind of cake, but also an event of its own that you might want to try this January. For starters, we've got two different types of galette. The classic one with a puff pastry, flaky crust all over, stuffed with frangipane and almond cream that's both grainy and soft. It's crunchy and it smells delicious. Then, in the south of France, we also have the brioche des rois, a round crown-shaped brioche like a big donut. Inside, it's flavored with orange blossom water and on top, covered with some fruits confits or candied fruit with also big chunks of sugar. Some people make them at home, but most will buy them. They're available at bakeries and store for all of January. Because although tradition is to eat it on the first Sunday of January, they're just too good to eat only once. You'll also find more kid-friendly versions with chocolate chips or apple. So, besides that, what's special about this cake? Well, it has what we call a fève in it. This is a small porcelain figurine tucked inside the cake, and it can look like pretty much anything nowadays. They even have Disney, superhero, or Pokemon themed ones every year. But if you'd rather play it safe, you can also just place an almond, inside your cake. Now, you know what's my favorite part of this whole thing? How we get ready to eat it. Here's how it goes. Once everyone's gathered at the dining table, the youngest person, usually a child, is going to hide under the table, se cacher sous la table, and the person cutting the cake's slices will ask them, c'est pour qui? Which means, who's this slice for? And the child has to decide who this slice that he cannot see will go to. And we do this for each of the slices until everyone at the table has cake. Then the child can go back to his chair and everyone starts eating their slice, la part, and digging in there to see if they will be the one to find the fève. Because you see, the person who gets the fève then gets to wear a crown, une couronne, and then they get to be the king or queen of the day. They can ask for anything they want. They also have to pick a fellow king, un roi, or a fellow queen, une reine, to be beside them. And that's how it works. We do this several times in January, every time we buy or make a new galette, because you just know that everyone wants to get the fave at least once. This is a custom that's not only fun, but delicious. So what do you think? Would you try this? And which galette would you rather eat?